to show you kind of the couple front of the end operations and then a little bit of reporting, how that works, and just know that you can always dig way deeper and you really get into it at your own pace when you're ready. But basically, you should have a system that everybody can clock into right off the bat, so it'll keep track of your hours, your labor, and ultimately for payroll. Something we do integrate with it, as you asked about, is QuickBooks, which you'll find out about integrations and exactly how that works when you develop your own system for your business. But so we basically clock in something. Sorry. I just do the ultimate number of Then it automatically asks you which position you're signing in for, which is smart. Not all of these POSs are the same, honestly. I think that ours is a bit more advanced, so it'll cover some things that some others won't. And then you're clocking it. It gives you a little hourly for that week as well. They can print out every receipt. So this is a typical, if you're at a server, in a full service restaurant, you might have a screen that looks something like this, where it's all the tables in the restaurant. Placing an order is something as simple as, let's say somebody came up, it's going to ask you how many people are sitting in this seat, which is one right now. This keeps track of the price per spend per person. Let's say they go ahead and just put in a simple drink order.
That's amazing.
Put in a little drink order, and then send it through the kitchen. Now it'll turn yellow so that you know that that person is one of your customers that you're serving.
And your phone's not connected to Wi-Fi,
the darked out tables, those are other servers that have those occupied at this time, okay? So all the white tables are still open to be for business. So let's say somebody else comes in, sits down over here. Let's say there are maybe 3 of them that sit down, and they are all ordering drinks. Again, now it's going to ask you for seat numbers. So a lot of full-service restaurants will assign seat numbers so that when you go to deliver food, it's not like an auction where you're asking who had what. You can just put the food exactly where somebody sat. So let's say they ordered this drink at seat 1. Somebody ordered the blueberry at seat 2, and then somebody asked me what size it wants to. We'll let you go on it if it's a mandatory modification. And then, sorry.
How about if I'm like a manager at the end of the day and I want to look at some stuff?
Yeah, sure. Some reporting?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm like a manager.
Real quickly, 2 little fun things at front of the house people like to mess with is like, let's say, a lot of times people don't know exactly what is included in an object, and a lot of servers are stressed about remembering all the entire menu. So a lot of these will have exactly what's on there already outlined, or you can even click in here to see an exact replica of the dish or whatever, which is really cool stuff. Sending it through, it'll ask you which course you want it in. You got to make sure you're paying attention to which course. If somebody orders appetizers, they also ordered entrees. Maybe they don't want it all at the same time. Just want appetizers first. Say as this guy looks over from the bar and he sees his friends over that section, you might have to join the table, so it's just that easy. You can combine the checks or even keep them separate, because sometimes they're like, no, I'm just coming over here to say hi, that kind of thing. So you really got to think all this stuff through. A lot of systems don't think this far through. That's why Toast is a really great system. If you wanted to say like they all got together, they all shared the nachos, but they want to pay for their own drinks, then you could split it up where you just make, everybody pays for their own drink, but then let's say the nachos get split 4 ways now.
That's awesome. This is like the bane of every server's
Exactly, and so that's why it's a really great system. So now let's go over and we'll look at some
split checks.
Some back of the horse
From
reporting.
hell.
Exactly. So now they're all split like that, and each, everybody pays for their portion of the nachos.
Okay. Yes. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, no problem. Then you can post it on YouTube too, and then you have you'll probably be the most viewed Toast YouTube. Right? Let me find a back of the house. Okay, so this is like the back end reporting, and because we're a cloud-based system, you can get all this information just on your cell phone as well.
Great.
Oh, either way, here it is right here. You can put it on your phone as well. Access your menus, add new menu items. Typically, GMs and owners go to our sales summaries, which is like analytics reporting. The summary is really more of a snapshot, and you kind of set up what you want to view. So like you could view today, you could view yesterday, you could view your own custom date if you wanted to. We'll just do today's, or no, let's do yesterday's numbers, and then there, run the report. You basically see, like, we just looked at one day. This is Monday. average number, how much business you're doing. This is the busiest times of day. This is the total amounts. Like typically we have an order that's over $55, and then this stuff should look familiar to most owners and operators. Your cash over your credit card breakup.
How is this more intuitive than like a Square printout or like a PayPal printout at the end of the day, if that makes sense?
Yeah, generally it's all it's gathering just far more data, and it allows you to access. There's so many other little subgroups that you can go into and access all this information. Sometimes you could use a company like 365 or even Compete to help gather this data in a more comprehensive manner for owners to like fixate. But the idea with Toast is we have gathered it all, so it's all there. That's why other companies like to integrate with us, because
so you're
it's super easy to get that information and put it in a very usable format.
Okay, you know what? This is fantastic.